a holy experience, a history lesson, and a swinging bridge? Find out why the islands of Aruba and Curacao are way more than just pretty beaches. Located just off the coast of Venezuela, Aruba and Curacao are two of the most popular islands in the southern Caribbean. Aruba is known for its stunning white sand beaches, clear turquoise waters, and year-round warm weather, while Curacao is famous for its colorful colonial architecture and vibrant capital city of Willemstad. We spent 2 days of our cruise stops exploring these beautiful islands, and my mission here was to explore what was beyond their tropical paradise experiences. Stay tuned, as at the end of this video, I'll show you the one new food I tried that everyone should taste at least once. For our 1 day in Aruba, we skipped the beach and opted to take a tour offered by Royal Caribbean called Aruba's Hidden Gems. My first surprise was our stop at the Lourdes Grotto. You just don't expect to find a Roman Catholic shrine in the middle of a tropical island. Well, in 1958, a statue of the Virgin Mary was placed in the grotto, and since then, a mass is performed here every year in February on the feast day of the Lady of Lourdes. Our tour continued towards Arikok National Park. This is a spectacular national park that covers almost 20% of the island of Aruba. Here we explored the Fontaine Cave, the most popular of the limestone caves. Now in this cave you have ancient pictographs and graffiti that were left behind by the Caquetios native tribe and by early European settlers. Our next stop was Kwadirikiri Cave, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, which is famous for its 2 chambers. It's illuminated by bright sunlight which streams through the holes in the cave's roof. Now if you're romantic, make sure to take a picture below the heart-shaped natural skylight. Our next stop was the Kazibari Rock Formation, which is one of Aruba's most famous natural wonders in the center of the island. These unique rock formations are composed of massive boulders piled on top of each other. It was definitely worth taking the stairway hike to the top of the hill for panoramic views of Aruba's diverse landscape, including the coastline, cactus-studded plains, and distant hills. It's important to note that although Aruba is a tropical island, it is in fact a desert landscape, and it receives almost no rain throughout the year, and it's also outside of the hurricane path, so it's pretty safe to visit at all times. Now, the most breathtaking stop of this tour was the secluded beach of Boca Prince, truly a hidden gem on Aruba's northern coast, offering a tranquil escape amidst breathtaking natural scenery. Visitors typically access the beach by car and then hike down a trail and the wooden stairs to reach the shoreline. Though it seems like an idyllic spot to take a swim, visitors are advised not to enter the water because of the very strong and always present undertows. The views of the rocky coast and blue waters along the backdrop of the desert landscape are quite hard to beat. Now, for anyone wanting to visit Aruba, you can easily spend weeks here and still have so much to see and do. The downtown area is also a great area for shopping and sightseeing, either by foot or with the cool dark blue local tram. Whether you're into sunbathing, snorkeling, or just trying out some great food, this is the place to be in the Caribbean. Now, just before we island hop over to Curacao, if you're finding this video interesting, please click on the like button. It really helps out the channel. Number 2, the colorful port area of Willemstad, Curacao. This has to be the most colorful capital city in the world. The historic area was established by the Dutch in colonial times, and its unique setting and historic preservation have qualified it as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now, from our cruise port stop, we walked into the historic area of the Riff Fort, which is a historic fortification that once protected the entrance to the harbor. Today, it's been beautifully restored and transformed into a shopping and entertainment center. Visitors can explore shops, restaurants, and galleries while admiring the sturdy walls and cannons. Personally, I recommend walking along the top of the fort and discovering all the nooks and crannies with some surprising views. Now, on the other side of St. Anna Bay, you'll find the famous Handelsgade, which is a picturesque waterfront street lined with beautifully preserved Dutch colonial buildings. It's one of the most photographed spots in the Southern Caribbean. These pastel-colored buildings now house shops, restaurants, and cafes, making it a great area to explore on foot. Willemstad is really a unique blend of Caribbean and European influences. The St. Anna Bay divides Willemstad into its 2 main districts, Punta and Otra Banda. Now, how do we get across? Well, via what they call the Swinging Old Lady, or more officially, the Queen Emma Bridge. Hi everyone, so pardon the wind, I did not bring my microphones today, but if it's your first time in Curacao and you just want to see what it's all about, you don't need to take an excursion. You can just walk the city, you walk off the ship, walk directly into the town, and you get to cross this, which is the Queen Emma pontoon bridge. It's a pedestrian bridge set on a series of pontoons which opens multiple times a day to let ships pass. It opens up to 30 times a day. Right behind us, we also have an NCL ship that's docked right beneath the larger bridge in the background. So if you're more of a beach person, Mambo Beach is the beach you want to go to. So you can either take a taxi or go via an excursion with your cruise ship. We're going to cross the pontoon bridge and check out the city. Now, it's called the Swinging Old Lady as it's a pontoon bridge that swings open to allow ships to pass through the harbor, even with hundreds of people on it. Now, if you happen to be on it and you hear the siren, you can stay on for the ride as it swings back and forth. This was my favorite part of the day in Curacao, enjoying my chilled latte while watching this bridge swing back and forth with all these people on it. Kind of wild to see. I wonder if all the people on the pontoon bridge were aware that it moves. If you're not aware of that information, this could be somewhat of a surprise. Okay, so what was the new food that I tried? Well, in Aruba, we had barracuda. This is a large predatory fish. It was my first time trying it, and it is one of the best fish dishes I've ever had. We had it at this place called Fish Anchor Co. right by the cruise port, which was recommended to us by our tour guide. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I really try to make an effort to grasp the more interesting and lesser known aspects of places that we visit. So if you learned something new, please share this video to your socials so that your friends and family can see it as well. And please subscribe to the channel so that you can see new travel videos here every week. Now, if you're planning a cruise or a trip to the Caribbean, you may want to check out these two videos, my 10 travel do's and don'ts, and my 10 tips in booking a cruise. This way, you'll be ready to go.